October is a turning point in America. The stars are showing us that anger is boiling over here at home. The government's putting on a plastic smile, and hidden deals are happening in the shadows. This month, unfortunately, the assassination of Charlie Kirk that happened last month during eclipse season, so pivotal over the next 6 months, but definitely resurfacing yet again in the month of October. We're likely going to see this topic roaring back into focus. Let me tell you why. Let's get into it. On October 6th, we have a full moon in Aries that is lighting up the United States natal 4th house, having to do with home, homeland, families, and security. And this is forming a T-square with transiting Sun in Libra and the United States Sun in Cancer. Translation? Well, the people here at home are furious, while leadership is putting on a calm, balanced optics approach. Here's a problem. Right now, Mars in Scorpio, it's got teeth. Mars is a ruler of Aries, by the way. And with Mars in its home sign of Cancer right next to Mercury, also in Scorpio, I meant to say, well, it's coming out of months of muffled frustration. Oh, no more of that. Americans are suddenly focused on issues that have been angering them with obsessive clarity. Instead of random outrage, this is very investigative right here. People are digging for the receipts and asking who's really pulling the strings. Now on October 21st, we have a new moon in Libra, and this looks pretty polished, like pretty diplomatic, fair, balanced. That sounds nice, doesn't it? But, behind the curtain, we have Mars, Mercury, Lilith in Scorpio, and it's conjunct in the 11th house, having to do with Congress, networks, alliances. And they're pressing right up to this 12th house having to do with secrecy. Translation? Well, we could see a lot of private conversations going on between groups of people. I'm talking insiders of powerful groups. This could be sharp words, strategic leaks, fated meetings that never make the news. And here's where Charlie Kirk matters. At this time, the energy is very similar to Charlie's chart as a Libra sun, a Libra moon with some very powerful Scorpio placements. This new moon is echoing a lot of his energetic signature. This could very well mean that October is primed for some hidden truths about his assassination to surface. Whether we're talking about whistleblowers or suppressed documents or more cracks in the official story. I mean, as if there aren't already enough of those. Whatever revelations come out this month, it's going to be ruthless and hard to spin. Now, meanwhile, we have Neptune and Saturn in the U.S.'s 3rd house of media, communications, and this is really a battle between truth versus narrative. So expect to hear more about your safety and civility. We could see new moderation systems and platforms tweaking their algorithms. Of course, the platforms are going to frame this as for your protection, protecting the public. But in practice, it risks bearing critical information and investigations, including any inconvenient details about Charlie Kirk's death. So during this time, pay close attention to what gets amplified and what gets disappeared. Now on October 23rd, Jupiter in Cancer is squaring Chiron in Aries. We could be looking at a clash between massive funding packages being given to others versus people hurting here in the homeland. Could Israel be getting more foreign aid? We'll see, but whoever's getting this, I don't think is going to be getting a lot of fanfare. Because there's going to be a lot of Americans who are painfully aware of how it's not reaching the Americans who are most in need. This isn't just a financial wound. This is about trust and sovereignty. So what is the news going to look like in October? I think that we're going to see some news headlines announcing that people are being given relief and that things are being done for your protection. We could see some polished statements from Congress about balance and unity and bipartisanism. We could also see some new international agreements having to do with tech or finance. That could be framed as cooperation. But beneath it all, the astrology is telling us that anger is boiling over in households across America, and that we have powerful blocks of people cutting secretive deals, and maybe leaks that further challenge and conclusively wreck the official narrative about Charlie Kirk's assassination. So yes, October is going to be a turning point for America. Rage at home, secrets in the shadows, and possibly leaks of truth coming out of the shadows. And these could be long hidden truths that are finally breaking open this month. So don't just watch the headlines, watch what they try to bury. If you want to know more about Following America's story through the lens of astrology, make sure that you are following me. Thanks for watching to the end. Have a wonderful, blessed October.